Hey everyone, Mike with Cardo, here to show you the all-new Packtalk-S, which is one of the two new models specifically made by Cardo to answer the call for a perfect integration into Shoei's Gen 3 helmets. Now, in this video, I'm gonna cover everything, so stick around, let's check them out. The Packtalk-S is a fully integrated mesh communicator for the Shoei Neotech 3, the GT Air 3, and the J Cruise 3, meaning it makes use of the helmet's existing cavities for its installation, which I'll show you in a minute. It's awesome. Now, as a long-range bike-to-bike intercom system, it makes use of Cardo's second-generation dynamic mesh communication, which is the benchmark for the easiest and most reliable way to connect very small groups and very large groups alike. It can also connect with your traditional Bluetooth-based intercom systems with Live Intercom, which is the wideband self-healing technology found in this and other Cardo Bluetooth headsets, but also reliable connectivity to Bluetooth-based intercom systems from any other major brand. Regarding sound, the unit comes stock with our 40mm Sound by JBL speakers. It supports fully wireless over-the-air software updates. It includes natural voice operation, which means you can control most aspects of the headset just by telling it what to do. You've got a 13-hour battery life with fast charge, 100% IP67 waterproof, and it's all backed by a 3-year warranty. So we'll start by taking a look at what comes in the kit. I'll then show you how to install it in the different model helmets. And finally, I'll show you how to get set up and how to use the Packtalk-S. So let's do it. In opening the box, first thing we see is the unit itself sitting right there on top. Underneath the blister, we'll find all the little bits. I'll show you that in a second. And one of the documents you'll see right away is this Start Here guide. Now this is important, shows you exactly how to get your phone paired up for the first time and a QR code to go download the Cardo Connect app and activate your unit. Inside the bag, you'll find the 40mm Sound by JBL speakers, a hybrid boom microphone as well as a wired microphone, a variety of different adhesive-backed Velcro that we'll use when installing the speakers and the microphone, 2 speaker booster pads that can be used to bring the speakers closer to your ears if needed, a USB-C charging cable, and some cleaning wipes in case you need to clean stuff up once you're done. So let's have a look at how to install this into the helmet. I'm going to be showing you on the Neotech 3 and the GT Air 3. So if you have a J Cruise 3, just keep in mind, follow exactly what we're doing on the Neotech. It'll be the exact same. Okay, starting with the base cover on the left side of the helmet, we're going to pull this little tab and drop that down. We don't need it. And then on the rear of the helmet, you've got another one here. Just kind of pull that tab, remove that, and the little foam that's underneath. And the base cover on the right side, just leave it as is. We won't be over there. Go ahead and remove both cheek pads. Get these out of the way. Free things up a little bit. You just place them off to the side. And then right over the ear on both sides, you'll see this piece of material. Just go ahead and grab that and pull it out to expose the speaker cavities. All right, the helmet's all set, so now just grab the Packtalk-S, and starting with the rear module, we're gonna place that into this rear cavity. Making sure that you tuck in underneath this little rubber piece in the back as you're doing so. And then just get the snap. Then over to the left side of the helmet, just grab the button module, and while going nose first and pressing it kind of against the helmet for a second, slide that in so you get the click. Don't worry about any of the wires at this point. Let's move on to the speakers. So grab your circular Velcros, and we're gonna place one of these in each of those speaker cavities that we exposed earlier. Now let's grab our speakers, but before you put them in, be mindful. The one with the shorter wire is gonna go on the right side of the helmet. The one with the longer wire is gonna go on the left side. We're gonna place those right on top of the Velcro that you just put in, and be mindful to have the wire kind of go out towards the rear. Speakers are in, and now I'm just gonna connect the 3.5mm speaker connector, and I'm left over with this big loop of wire, so I'm gonna run this up and over the headliner to start hiding some of this wire, because at the end of it, we're not gonna see any. Moving on now to the inner part of the right side of the helmet, where if you have a Neotech 3 or a J Cruise 3, this is where you'll be mounting the hybrid boom microphone. So I'm gonna take one of the rectangular Velcro and position it vertically right behind this front snap. I'll take the second one and put it right behind it, folding the excess over underneath the chin strap. Then take the hybrid boom microphone, place it right on top of those 2 pads of Velcro, making sure to stay below the snap in the front, and making sure that the arrow on the microphone would be facing towards my mouth. So let's switch over to the GT-Air 3 for a second. We've got the unit in, we've got the speakers in, plugged into the system. This being a full face helmet, we're gonna use a different approach. So let's pull out the wired mic. Right up front here is where we're gonna put the adhesive-backed Velcro spacer. And then we'll grab the button mic itself, placing that right on top of it with the wire coming out this direction so that we can route it into that channel, come out nice and clean, and then just plug it into the system here at the end. Okay, back to the Neotech 3. Let's just hook up the microphone on this helmet. And now it's time for the best part, and that's getting this thing back together. I'm starting on the right side, but that doesn't really matter. You could do whichever side you want. The key thing is just getting those wires tucked away to a position where you're not gonna feel them. They're totally out of the way. You don't need to follow the little predetermined wire routes that are found inside the helmet. They're just not needed. You want to make sure you leave a little slack between the button module and the rear module when you're going to put this cheek pad in. And that's it, we're done. At this point, whether it's the Neotech or the GT Air or the J Cruise, once you have everything all buttoned up and put back together, it should look essentially perfect. We shouldn't see any wires hanging out anywhere. Everything should be tucked away, nice and clean. Zero discomfort, of course, and you're ready to go. All right, now that we have it installed into the helmet, let's have a look at how to use it. The layout of the button module is designed for ease of use, but also solid tactile feedback. It's easy to find the center, and then you just go above that for volume up, below that for volume down. Up front, you have the audio button. To the rear, you have the intercom button, and sitting right there in the middle is the media button. Around back, we have the LED status indicator. And then coming out of the rear module, which you would have seen during the installation, is the USB-C charging port. And you just tuck that away between charges. To turn the unit on, you're going to press the intercom and audio buttons together. And to turn it off, you do the exact same thing, at which point it will read you the battery status.
Battery status, 75%.
Before going to use this unit for the very first time, you do need to make sure that you activate it. And you do that via the Cardo Connect app. In order to make that happen, we need to make sure you have a phone paired directly to the headset. Now, you can have up to 2 devices paired directly to the headset itself. And this could be a phone and another phone. This could be a phone and a GPS. Others may choose just to have a single pairing directly to the bike. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that the unit is in the correct pairing mode. And I'll show you those now. To pair a mobile phone, just press and hold the media button down for about 5 seconds until you hear phone pairing.
Phone pairing.
Then just go to your phone's Bluetooth settings, and when you see Packtalk-S show up, go ahead and select it.
Phone connected.
Now, if you wanted to pair with an additional phone or a different device altogether, you start by doing the same thing. Press and hold the media button for 5 seconds.
Phone pairing.
And then as we tap the media button, we enter into different pairing modes.
GPS pairing.
This is the mode you'd want to be in for pairing with a standalone third-party GPS.
Bike pairing.
Bike pairing is good if you're going to be pairing directly with the bike, if the bike allows for that.
Second phone pairing.
And finally, second phone pairing, if we're going to be adding a second phone paired directly to the headset. Now, as a quick tip, if you find yourself into this pairing mode and you just want to get out of it or you didn't mean to be there, press and hold the media button for about 5 seconds to cancel it.
Pairing failed.
Now that we have our phone paired, activating the unit is super straightforward. Let's go to the app. So we'll open the Cardo Connect app and wait for it to identify the unit.
Activation required. Please use the Cardo Connect app to activate the unit.
Okay, we found it. Now we're asked to activate now. So let's just select that.
Unit activated.
Boom, activated. Next step is to name your unit. It's always a good idea to do that. We'll go next, then we can select our languages, and then the next screen after this, if there's a software update available, we'll be asked to do it. It's always a good idea to keep the unit up to date with the latest software. Let's see what's going on. In this case, we're all set to go. All right, let's have a look at some of the main functionality. You can adjust the volume of the system by using the volume up and volume down buttons. You can also do it by issuing the voice command. Hey Cardo, volume up. Hey Cardo, volume down. The system has a mute audio capability, which can be pretty useful in a variety of different scenarios. Now this one's a voice command only. Hey Cardo, mute audio.
Mute audio.
And what that does is push all inbound audio to the background and deactivates the mic. You can get out of it by pushing the volume up button once or issuing the command, "Hey Cardo, unmute audio."
Unmute audio.
And you're back. Now there's also a way to mute just the microphone, and that can be beneficial in intercom scenarios where you still want to be able to hear what the others are saying, but you don't want anything coming from your mic going to them. You can deactivate it by doing a 2-second hold on the volume down button and bring it back by doing 2 seconds to reactivate the microphone, or do the voice command. "Hey Cardo, mute microphone."
Mute microphone.
The mic is now dead, nothing's being transmitted. "Hey Cardo, unmute microphone."
Unmute microphone.
And we're back, perfect. Then one of my personal favorites, "Hey Cardo, battery status."
Battery status, 75%.
Awesome. Lastly, to pull up your phone's voice assistant, whether it's an Android or iOS, just do a 2-second hold on the media button. That pulls it up. If I did the same thing again, that'll make it go away. And we can also make use of natural voice operation. If this was an Android, I would say, "Okay, Google." However, in this case, "Hey Siri." And we got it. In most cases, your phone's voice assistant is the best way to make an outgoing phone call. But there's other things you can do directly from the headset. For example, if I was getting a phone call right now, I could ignore it by tapping the volume down button once, or I could answer it by tapping the audio button. I could also say either answer or ignore directly into the microphone to do the same thing. Once I was on the call, tapping the audio button again would drop the call, or I can say, "Hey Cardo, end call." And if you'd like to redial your last number, tap the media button 3 times, or simply say, "Hey Cardo, redial number."
Redial number.
You can also set up a speed dial number, and for that, we go to the app. In the phone section at the very top is our slot to put a speed dial, so we'll go to set, we'll look up the contact that we want to put there, we'll select them, and hit set. And that's now our saved speed dial number. And once we have that saved, I can either double tap the media button, or just simply say, "Hey Cardo, speed dial."
Speed dial.
One final note with regard to phone calls, if you're part of a DMC group, and that could be just 2 people on one bike or say 6 different bikes, and you get a phone call, you can share that phone call with the members of your DMC group by doing a 2-second hold on the volume up button. Doing another 2 seconds on the volume up will return the caller to just you. Now, when it comes to listening to music in the helmet, you can stream it via Bluetooth from your phone or another connected device, or make use of the built-in FM radio. I'll show you how to do both. Streaming music to the helmet, pretty straightforward, and we don't need the app open or even at all in order to make it happen. I just have it there so that you can see what's going on inside the helmet. To start the music, just tap the audio button 1 time. You tap that same button to skip forward. We'll skip again. We'll tap the button in the back to go backwards. And tap the media button in the center to stop the music. Now, of course, we can do all of that by using the voice commands. "Hey Cardo, music on."
Music on.
"Hey Cardo, next track." "Hey Cardo, previous track." "Hey Cardo, music off."
Music off.
Now, you also have the option to share your music with a passenger. In order to do that, we need to go over to the intercom page and switch your unit over to Bluetooth intercom mode.
Bluetooth intercom mode.
And make sure that the person you intend to share the music with is paired up with you on that Rider A channel. That's the case here, so let's go back to DMC intercom mode.
DMC intercom mode.
And when we get back to the music page, I can start and stop music share by doing a 2-second hold on the volume up button. I can issue the voice command, or I can simply tap this button. This is an active button.
Sharing music.
If you're going to make use of the unit's built-in FM radio, then getting it set up within the app is probably the easiest way to do that. I have the FM page open now, and you can see our 6 preset slots. If I press and hold on that, it's going to load whatever station I'm in into that first preset. I'll go ahead and do that again here. And then if I press and hold further, I have the option to edit what that is. And I can go to whatever I want, whatever my favorite deal is, hit done. Whatever it is, don't forget to hit save up in the top right. Also in the top right, these 3 little dots, you have the options to edit your presets, auto-tune presets, and reset all presets. I'll talk about auto-tune here in a second. Then to turn on the FM radio from the headset itself, instead of doing a single tap, which we did for music streaming, it's going to be 2 taps of the audio button.
107,
Tapping it again, we'll go to our next preset.
87.5,
Tapping the rear button, we'll go to the previous preset.
107,
And just like music streaming, if you want to turn it off, press the media button. Now you can activate the auto tuning from the headset itself. When the radio is on, just tap the audio button 3 times. And what that'll do is take the 6 strongest stations, wherever you are, and load them into your presets. It's super helpful when you just have no idea. To show you this with the voice commands, hey Cardo, radio on.
radio on, 107,
Hey Cardo, next station.
87.5,
Hey Cardo, previous station.
107,
Hey Cardo, radio off.
radio off,
And lastly, if I wanted to switch sources between the music streaming and the built-in FM radio, I could do that as well by doing a 2-second hold of the audio button. So let's start some music. Single tap. If I do a 2-second hold,
107,
that's the built-in FM radio. And now we're back to the music streaming. Now let's take a look at the intercom side of things. The Packtalk-S has 2 different intercom modes. One is DMC intercom mode, which is the mesh. The other is Bluetooth intercom mode, which is there really for the times when it's just you and maybe another Bluetooth intercom only headset. Now, I'll show you both, but if you have the option, always choose to set it up in DMC intercom mode. It's just far superior in almost every way. Creating a DMC group is easy and it is fast, and it doesn't matter if it's just 2 of you or there's 5 of you or 12 of you. The process is always the same. Now you can do this using the app. I'm going to show you using the buttons. So press and hold the intercom button.
grouping initiated,
You'll hear grouping initiated. And now everybody can do this at the same time or
Searching
one-on-one.
for
It doesn't
group.
matter. But I'm going to do the same thing on this one.
searching for group,
Boom, we see it go purple. That means it's in the group. Let's do it on our other
searching for
Packtalk-S.
group,
Purple, almost immediately,
Searching for
it's in
group.
it. Maybe we have a buddy that's got another Cardo DMC headset.
Searching for
Let's get
group.
them in. Purple, almost immediately. And once the system detects that nobody else is joining, it creates the group,
grouping succeeded, 3, group members connected,
and you're good to go. There's a few capabilities of a DMC group like this that are worth mentioning, and I have the intercom section of the app open so that you can see what's going on. Inherent of DMC, once you've created a group, everybody in that group will be able to hear and talk to each other automatically. Now, for the times where you'd like to remove yourself from the conversation, you can tap the volume up and volume down buttons simultaneously to mute the group, which means you'll no longer be hearing them and they'll no longer be hearing you. When you're ready to get back into it, just do the exact same thing and you'll be back. I can do the same thing by tapping the mute icon in the bottom right corner of the app. Now, looking at the app, there's our group of 4 that we just created. Here's our 3 members. And had those members named their units, those names would have populated on the app here, which is actually pretty helpful so you can see who's who. The one with the lock symbol next to it is the one that's associated with my private chat. And private chat,
private chat on,
when activated, allows for a one-on-one conversation with you and that member of the DMC group without having any effect on anybody else. They're all still talking. When you get out of private chat
off,
you're all back to the group again. Now, if I wanted to talk to this bottom one,
private chat on,
I now have a private chat with that particular person in the DMC group.
private chat off,
Private chat is off, and now notice the lock symbol is now associated with that rider. Meaning that if I didn't have the app in front of me where I can just tap the person I want to talk to, I can activate private chat by tapping the intercom and volume down buttons simultaneously, and it will reach out to that person that has the lock symbol next to their name. And if any member has a passenger using just a normal Bluetooth intercom, in this case a Freecom 2X, you can add that person into the overall conversation. For example, if this rider wanted to do that, we would select Add Riders, Pair New Passenger,
rider A, pairing,
and then take the Bluetooth intercom, put it into its intercom pairing mode, and wait for them to connect.
rider A, ready,
And once they've paired up, I can tap the intercom and volume up buttons together to bring that Bluetooth headset into the overall conversation. And if I do it again, that boots it out. For the times when DMC is not an option because you're looking to pair with Bluetooth-only intercom systems, that's when you need to switch the Packtalk-S from DMC intercom mode to Bluetooth intercom mode. You can do that by selecting Bluetooth on the app or by pressing and holding the volume up and volume down buttons at the same time for about 10 seconds.
Bluetooth intercom mode.
The Packtalk-S is now in Bluetooth intercom mode and it's acting like a Bluetooth-based intercom system. In this mode, you can pair with one headset on your Rider A channel and one headset on your Rider B channel. Now, this unit can pair with any other headsets from any other brands, and those brands may or may not need to use their universal pairing methods, but on your end, the process is the same. To pair Rider A, I can press and hold the intercom button for about 5 seconds, or in the app, hit pair.
Rider A pairing.
I'll take our first intercom unit, put it into its pairing mode, and we'll wait for those to pair up.
Rider A ready.
Okay, those are ready to go. Now if I wanted to add another rider to my Rider B slot, I could put it into Rider B pairing by pressing and holding the intercom button for 5 seconds and then tapping it one more time, or I've got the app open, so let's just hit pair.
Rider B pairing.
We'll grab our other unit, put it into its intercom mode, and same thing, we'll wait for them to pair up.
Rider B ready.
Perfect, so I now have this unit paired up as my Rider A, I have this unit paired up as my Rider B. If I'd like to reach out to them, it's just a 2-second hold of the intercom button. And finally, if for some reason you need to reset your unit, you can reboot it by pressing and holding the intercom and audio button together for about 10 seconds, or until you see the LED stop flashing, at which point just let go of the buttons, it'll power back up and you're good to go. Or you can reset the unit back to factory settings by pressing and holding all 3 buttons for about 5 seconds or until you see a purple LED. Doing so removes any Bluetooth and intercom pairings that you might have had. It will, however, keep the latest software version. And that's it. Don't forget to follow our channels and check out our website for more information. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.